Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Mini Kit Monday, December 2021. Please remember to check the links down below to go check out Dolly and Kathy as well. Also to the Mini Kit Monday Facebook challenge group where you make a kit and you make your layouts. You can see in the top left hand corner of your screen that is a layout I am going to be scrap lifting. That is a layout I made I don't know when, at some point. We are going to stay pretty close to it. On here, I am going to be using this 4x6 card as my title. You can see I just pulled out a circle die to go ahead and cut it out with so that it wouldn't just be, you know, a 4x6. It says girls, or it says let's hear it for the girls. You know that song? It runs through my head every time I read this title. Let's hear it for the girls. Anyway, I am going to go ahead and take this beautiful splotchy piece of paper right here and map my photos with it. If you will recall, my Mini Kit Monday kit is a paper pad. I was the hostess, or am actually the hostess this month. I am also a week behind, but we won't talk about that. I am the hostess this month, and my challenge was either to do Christmas, which I was all Christmased out, but I knew a lot of you really wanted to still be doing Christmas, or to use a paper pad, or do both. That's fine too. You can see right here this beautiful floral piece over to the left hand side. It's kind of a blue. It is like a dusty blue, and it has these tone on tone flowers on it. It's just like a couple shades darker. I'm going to use that as the background, and then I cut this beautiful spotted one down 10 by 10. That looks to be about what I did on the original, so I stayed with pretty much the same dimensions. I am using this charcoal ink to go ahead and ink the edges of my photo. Now you can see in the original that I do have two photos stacked on top of each other, and they're matted on the same piece. So what I'm doing is, even though I matted these separately, I'm gonna look for another piece of paper, which I have a really hard time deciding which one to use. A lot of those colors are a lot more vibrant than what the papers are that I pulled out, the spotted one and that dusty bluish gray looking one. The other colors, a lot of them are a lot more vibrant. So it took me a while to find this one right here that was a little bit dull. Anyways, on the original one, I had those matted together. So I am going to go ahead and mat these two on the same one as well. So they're like matted with that original paper, again, with the charcoal ink around the edges. And then we're going to just put them together using this piece. We're going to leave probably about a little less than a quarter, a little more than 1/8 of an inch going around. I will have to ink the edges of those as well. I'm going to put that down at an angle. You can see how the original is at an angle as well. So I just kind of stick to that. I do need to glue down this piece right here. I just eyeball it, guys. It might be straight, it might not be straight, it might be even, it might not be even. It is fine. It is scrapbooking. Perfection's not really one of my things, right? So yes, I am going to go ahead and put this down at an angle. And then the original one, I am going to pull out my T-square ruler, because sometimes when I put other photos down at an angle, it's very hard to get some of them straight and some of them crooked. Does that make sense? Because it just throws me all off. So these are photos of myself and Kathy. Well, the top one is myself and Kathy. The one under that is myself and the lady that owns the Scrapbook Nook in, Kathy, where's it at? Chichester, something, Illinois. And then the big one is of me and Kathy, and she has this big stack of scrapbook papers that she has pulled out and whatever else she found in this little store that she wanted, and she has it piled up at her feet. So that is what I'm doing. You can see the look on my face. I'm like, because she is spending some bucks. So I do go ahead and pull out the labels and the stickers that I put in my kit. I am taking the sticky off the back with that anti-static tool that I did pick that up over at Close to My Heart. You can get it other places. I don't remember who the manufacturer is. So thank you, Susan. I am using the sticker sheet that I put in my kit. It is indigo and ivy. My last video, she's like, yeah, that's indigo and ivy. And I'm like, yes, that's what it is. I couldn't remember for the life of me. So thank you, Susan, for reminding me of that. That was actually kind of driving me a little nuts. I do pull out the good times and several hearts and place those down around the page. Again, I did take the sticky off because I'm not really sure where I'm going to go with this. Now, if you'll recall, I did put in this big binder full of just random embellishments that are stuck onto a notebook page. You guys remember Janet has taught us how to do this. I did not follow her rules. Well, I did on some of them, but on this particular book I have right here, I just stuck the papers or the tags or the embellishments in there with just a little bit of adhesive on the center so that they pull right off. It's not that big of a deal. I do have some that I did follow her directions with the wax paper, and that works way better. But when I was just cleaning off my desk, this was, I don't know, a year and a half or so ago. I was just cleaning off my desk and I had a bunch of embellishments on it because you see, like I'm doing here, I'm pulling out things I think I might use. I am not going to use all those. So my desk ends up having a lot of embellishments on them. So this is how I cleaned my desk off there for a while. I just put a little bit of adhesive on the back of everything and stuck it in the book, right? Because you can see some of those collections are going way back. I know we just passed them close to my heart stuff. Okay, so I did pull out all the bits that I thought I would like to use. I am going to go ahead and start committing to where I'm going to be placing them. Now, I did find these two stickers. I think these are Pink Fresh, if I am not mistaken. Actually, I pulled 3 out from that Pink Fresh. This one says Out of Control. I thought that was perfect. Look at that stack of scrapbook stuff on the floor at Kathy's feet. She is out of control. And then I put a sticker under it says I'm all in, because I am too. We had a good day shopping. In fact, Kathy, what is her name? Is it Sandy? I can't remember the lady's name that owns it. I know that's terrible. Terrible, terrible. Anyways, when we went shopping, at this time, she said, you guys just paid my light bill. So that was cool. That makes you feel good, keeping small business going, right? She has power. So you did see there, I did pull out a little 3x4 card. I am going to use it, but I'm just using it for the journaling lines. I will put this other Pink Fresh sticker on it, as well as the Good Times popped up on some foam tape. I'm also going to stick a little circular Pink Fresh circle underneath there, just to give it a little bit of more interest. It has got a gray border to it. This little flower, it was fussy cut out of a paper out of a paper pad, and it did have some green leaves on it. I went ahead and cut those green leaves off and inked the edges of it with that charcoal. I am putting one of those little hearts underneath there, just again for more interest, just to have more pieces on here. I don't know why I did this, but after I made this layout, I went and I counted all the pieces I used on here. I'd like to tell you how many it was, but I cannot remember. I'm like, that's just an interesting thing to know, because my embellishing is usually very minimal, but I think it was on this page. I think there was something like, as far as die cut pieces and stuff, I think it was like 11 pieces. And I know that sounds crazy. 11, that's not very much, right? But come on, it is for me. Up here at the top, I do use this little circular bit. I like having that dark color on there. I pulled these sunglasses, or maybe they're just regular glasses, off of that indigo and ivy sticker sheet, and so we're going to put that down as well. Now you can see I also pulled this little tag. This tag was made from a still die off of a pattern paper. It was just in that book, but you can see the original also had a tag up there. The original one had a crepe paper tag up there shaped like, what is that, an octagon, hexagon? I don't know. It says #1 fan. But the one we're using in this one is just a piece of pattern paper. It was in that book. It was already cut out and everything. So I just put the crochet thread through it and go ahead and commit to where it's placed. We are going to be popping up these glasses on some foam tape, and it's going to sit, right about where I had it. On this one, I don't end up pulling out any splatters. I was originally wanting to use those little hearts as kind of like my finishing pieces with something else. Here lately, and I don't know why this is, and maybe some of you guys can enlighten me, when I am trying to do finishing pieces, and like a little scattering of something like the hearts right here, and I try and mix something else in with it, like in this instance, I'm going to go ahead and mix sequins in. It does not look right for me. So I am going to I am going to end up taking off those hearts, or at least the ones that are around the title, and only using these sequins. These sequins are from Close to My Heart. They're from years ago. They're like before I even started selling Close to My Heart. The way I started selling Close to My Heart is my Close to My Heart lady quit, and so I'm like, okay, well, I need to still be getting Close to My Heart stuff, so I joined. Anyways, they're from way back then. They are kind of a bronze color, or the pack is called bronze, but these are kind of like a champagne. They're absolutely gorgeous. I noticed in the final photos they look a little bit more gold than champagne, but that's okay. I know what color they really are. I guess I might have had that a little overexposed, maybe a little too much sunlight on it. So after we put all of those sequins down, I don't do anything else to this layout. I love it. I love that it has a reference for girls. We are at a female-owned scrapbooking store. Women supporting women. Absolutely love that. All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for joining me. Please check the links down below. Hop over to Dolly and Kathy's channel. If you'd like to support my channel, you can go to beckybidding.closetomyheart.com and pick yourself something up fun. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.